Stop. Before you pull that plant or spray it or step on it, you need to know what you are actually looking at. Because that humble little weed growing in your lawn right now has more documented wound healing evidence behind it than most products in your first aid kit. That plant is called plantain weed, not the banana-like fruit. The low-growing weed with oval ribbed leaves and thin flower spikes that grows absolutely everywhere. In your lawn, in sidewalk cracks, on hiking trails, in parking lots, everywhere. Native Americans called it white man's footprint because it seemed to follow European settlers wherever they walked. But here is the thing, those same Native Americans quickly realized this plant was extraordinary medicine and started using it themselves. Here's what modern research says. A clinical trial published in scientific literature found that plantain ointment improved healing of second-degree burns better than standard pharmaceutical treatment. Let that land for a second. A weed growing in your lawn outperformed standard burn treatment in a controlled clinical trial. The chemistry behind it is clear. Plantain leaves contain aucubin, an iridoid glycoside with documented anti-inflammatory properties. They contain allantoin, the same compound in comfrey that promotes cell proliferation and wound healing. They contain mucilage that soothes irritated tissue. And they contain tannins with antimicrobial properties that protect wounds from infection. What can you use it for? Minor cuts and scrapes. The fresh leaf method is immediate. Pick a leaf. Chew it briefly or crush it between your fingers to break the cell walls and release the active compounds. Apply it directly to the wound and hold it there. Within minutes, pain and swelling begin to decrease and the antimicrobial compounds start protecting against infection, insect stings, and bites. The anti-inflammatory and drawing properties of plantain make it one of the most effective immediate treatments for bee stings, wasp stings, and mosquito bites. Apply a crushed fresh leaf immediately and the itch and swelling respond within minutes. Splinters. Pack a crushed plantain leaf poultice over a splinter and cover it. Leave it for several hours. The drawing properties of the plant actually help pull the splinter toward the surface, making removal easier. Minor burns. A plantain leaf applied to a minor burn immediately soothes the pain and the anti-inflammatory compounds reduce tissue damage. Dried plantain leaves make a strong tea that can be used as a wound wash, a mouth rinse for gum inflammation and mouth ulcers, or drunk for soothing inflammation of the digestive and urinary tract. The plant is biennial or perennial depending on climate and produces masses of seed that ensure it keeps returning. Once you start seeing plantain, you will realize it is literally everywhere. The most valuable plants often are. One important note. Only harvest from areas you know have not been sprayed with herbicide or pesticide. A lawn that has been chemically treated is not a source of safe medicine no matter what is growing in it. The reason this plant got forgotten is exactly the same reason most plant medicine got forgotten. You cannot patent it. It grows everywhere for free. There is no business model around something that solves problems without requiring you to buy anything. But for anyone who spends time outdoors, hiking, gardening, working with their hands, knowing that plantain is almost always nearby and almost always useful is genuinely valuable knowledge. The emergency room that follows you wherever you go. The most powerful first aid plant on earth is growing in your lawn right now, and most people spend money destroying it. Follow Terra Roots for plant knowledge that changes how you see the world around you every single day. Save this video. You will want it on a trail somewhere. Share it with everyone who has ever pulled plantain out of their garden.